Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album 2. Let's continue. I adjusted a little bit of audio. Like I said, I increased the volume of characters, but decreased the music. So we'll see how it will go. Let's just continue. I'll probably readjust this once again in the editing later on, but we'll see. Let's go. Let's continue the story. Okay, here we are at work. Witajemy Kazusa. Kazuhisa. Serie B, plays for Risi, 17 years old, moved to Italy alone after dropping out of Fujimi High School. Okay.
夜食買ってくるけど、北原何か欲しい？
ああ、これ終わったら上がりますから。
そうね。早く帰った方がいいわ。お疲れ様。すれ違いになるといけないから。
お疲れ様です。って3時。
Yeah, you're always late. I'm not surprised anymore. You work till night. Although she said it's better if you go home early. If she is getting a midnight snack now, when exactly does she herself plan to go home? But I don't have the right to see that because I missed the last train. Yeah, pretty much. I have to spend 40 minutes walking back home. I guess I'm lucky though. I'll probably be so tired I won't even dream today. Or maybe I will sleep right for the holidays tomorrow. I've been considering changing departments for a long time. I realized that I didn't have much of an interest in the public policy when I was still taking the basic courses. In addition, I was planning to work at places where I would have to write a lot, and it made me think. When I finally made up my mind and tried to use the positive benefits to convince my friends. Of course, that's not all there was to it. Some of my friends already knew the real reason. Yeah, to get separated from Setsuna. I left my home to rent an apartment close to the university in order to make enough money to get by. I worked numerous part-time jobs. I participated in the lectures that had nothing to do with my specialization. I'm also very active in the newspaper club, going to their seminars and working with their social media. Okay, cool. In any case, I tried my best to get on my free time to run away from Setsuna. Yep.
平坂みゆき、パリシェリパンホテル専属パティシエ、23歳。19歳の時、製菓会社主催。
I'm not entirely sure what are these, to be honest. Can you tell me in the comments what Haruki is reading here? Like, I get it that he's like working at the newspaper and stuff, but I'm not sure what these are. What is he reading? Like letters from like readers of the newspaper? What are these? Can someone tell me in the comments actually? I don't think that's a spoiler, right? What's he reading? Like what are these? I'm not sure. I thought like these are like letters from the readers or something, but maybe I'm totally off. When it comes to sponsor by... yeah, okay. After all, Setsuna holds no resentment towards me for what I've done to her. Yeah, pretty much. And at the same time, you are holding resentment to yourself. And that's why you both do not work together. Even though I betrayed her in unequivocally cruel way, she went on smiling for me as if nothing ever happened. She's not forcibly closing our distance whenever I try to run away, though she's not distancing herself from me on her own accord either. Only looking at me with the same gentle grace every time. A scene that excites and fills my chest with the butterflies whenever I lay eyes on it, overflowing me with a desire to touch such a beautiful girl, both in body and in soul, as I clumsily approach her, unable to help myself. But at the moment, I inch closer to touching the depths of such recollections of memories. I would remind myself how cruel I've been to her, and run away before her very eyes. Yeah, pretty much. The punishment from Haruki. Also, in Haruki mindset, like, you know, we know like Haruki works, right? Like, he's into the role and he thinks how the role is supposed to work. So he's like, I cannot be her boyfriend anymore. Like, this is not going to happen ever. You know? Like, even if she forgave me and stuff, I can forgive myself. But Anyway, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Like, I talked about this so many times, I'm tired of this. It's cruel loop that's repeated for the umpteenth time. I feel you, Haruki. I talk about this umpteenth time too, yeah. And it shows me not only exactly how tired I am, but how tired Setsuna is as well. I resent the man I'm for taking away what Setsuna could have been. And I can forgive the very same man who had stolen the voice of the songstress who I had once admired. That's why I can only give up on Setsuna to become a person she hates and detests. She tried in the digital novel, then worked from her perspective. She tried to hate you so much. She tried her best. I tried to think Setsuna would return to her true self, dating back to our high school days. Someone who didn't belong to just a single person but to everyone. Instead of being chained down by the person such as myself, I wish she could fly freely like she used to. If one day those wishes of mine come true, then when I will finally be able to recover from this deep slump I've been stuck in for the longest time, or so I hope. I'm thinking about it again. Dreaming about it is too painful, so I try to escape into reality, but before I realize it, I'm unconsciously thinking about it again. I completely forgot about the article I was supposed to be editing, even though the draft is due tomorrow morning. Mari-san went on the overseas business trip to gather materials to write a special issue of the Kyograph. If I remember correctly, this article title is Japanese Youths Active Around the World. An article that reports on the young Japanese people who are not well known with Japan, yet are famous abroad. Right before I close the report, I scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh my god, it's Kazusa. Isn't it? Along the professional soccer player and famous patissier, among all the famous names, at the very end, one name stood out to me. Yep. Toma Kazusa! There we go, first mention of Kazusa actually in the closing chapter. Trusty International Piano Competition, second place. She's been second in the international competition? Whoa, she went far. It's been like 3 years. Holy shit.
Kazusa.
I wish she could fly freely just like she used to. I think like this sentence... Oh. Of course this is my thing. I end episode before next chapter. Oh, this is our school from introduction chapter. Okay, because this is Koharu perspective. Okay. Anyway, this last sentence. I wish she could fly freely just like she used to. I have a feeling like this sentence only works for Haruki. I think like he saw Kazusa here on the paper and he just wished that he could forget about her too. You know? And just be for everyone else just like he used to, like just go to every single person, talk and not worry about and stuff. I think like he's meaning himself too. I don't think that he's like this sentence is supposed to be about Kazusa. I don't think so. Like it was obviously about Setsuna before, but second time I think it's about Haruki. So he ended up giving you a call. Okay, so he actually called her. Also, I think people don't like Koharu. Like, I don't think anyone in the comments or on Discord said they like Koharu.
でもさ、私思うんだけど、これで良かったんじゃないかな。あいつなんだか言ってること変だったし。そりゃ確かに私は会ったことない。
Oh, you are lying so much.
この話聞いてるとさ、
Wow.
ごめんなさい。よく知りもしないで彼のこと悪く言ったりして。
Okay.
そうだね。話してみないとわからないよね。
Okay, nice. This is going back with my memories to the first digital novel about Kazusa. When Kazusa heard the same exact thing from Takeya when like they didn't knew each other, but she heard him like talking behind her back, right? Like you shouldn't badmouth Haruki without knowing him, just get him know before you start talking about him. Like it reminds me of that scene. Yeah, that's right. I want to send unless I actually talk to him. Yeah, okay.
けどさ、彼もうバイト辞めたんだよね。会って話すってどうやって？
Oh, this is the prequel. Wait, this is the day before? I thought this is the next day.
大学の方乗り込む？美穂子にそれができる？
Oh no, this is actually next. Okay, never mind. This is the continuation. I was confused for a second. Never mind.
でしょ？だからさ、もう諦めた方が。
Yeah, she's not going to give up. It seems, yeah, she's a lovesick at this point.
分かったから。だか
She's
ら。
like, someday he's going to recognize me. The problem is, okay, I forgot which year Koharu is in school, but Yada? I don't remember her name, sorry. I will call her Yada. Yada. Yada is the same, I think. So Haruki is like 4th year in the university, so even if you go to the same university as Haruki, you won't really meet with him and have spent some time with him. Like, he will be graduating soon, so I don't know what you want to accomplish here, but
そうだね。もう一度会って話さないとね。自分の気持ちに決着つけないとね。頑張れ、美穂子。私もできる限り応援するからさ。
sure.
じゃあ、そろそろ。
Oh, she's not going back to school.
みんな寂しがってるよ。
She is. I swear she looks like Kazusa. God damn it. So when I realized that also that when I was like talking about the opening, when I was like looking at the opening for the clothing chapter, I thought I'm saying Kazusa, and I was like confused, like Kazusa's like working like at cafe or something, like there was like some weird scenes. That was not Kazusa after all. I just realized it recently.
おはよう、小春。
何？今のやだから？今日も休み？
おはよう、さゆり、あこ。今日もギリギリだね。
So, this guy repeating the year, or they're still high schoolers? Which year they were? These people are exactly the same as last time. Also, these two seems to be clones. Look, the same hair. This is the clone. They have cloning facility somewhere in the basement. They're cloning burgers. Okay.
何
さゆり。
別にどこも悪くないでしょ。推薦がほとんど決まったからサボってるだけで。
She looks like she could be like class president or something, you know? Very long jacket. Yeah, this is different outfit than others. Huh. It's almost guaranteed to the recommendation anyway? Okay.
そんなんじゃないんだよ。ちょっといろいろあってさ。
Yeah, and skipping classes isn't a very good sign. At least, like, in this amount, and just because you're depressed.
あの子、
Or maybe
ちょっと勝手なところあるよね。
because you're depressed, not just depression is a bitch. Completely dependent on you because always care for others. Yeah, okay, so Ako. I don't have opinion on Ako, I think. She looks just as regular as you can get.
だからそんなんじゃ。
ねえ、本当に矢田も連れてくの？卒業旅行。
Why not? You're against this? If you're against this, I'm so not liking you.
当たり前じゃない。 今さら何言ってるの？
あの子さ、修学旅行の時もちょっと揉めたじゃん。で、旅館で雰囲気悪くなっちゃって。
Jesus.
思い込み激しいところあるんだよね。一人
Okay, so she just
周りまで暗くするみたいな。
is not well perceived within the class. Okay, I see. So she has some issues with other people. Probably, so I assume that because of her grades and that she will get recommendation anyway and stuff, she might have some kind of like similar issue like Kazusa had before. Like she feels like people are below her. Maybe not to this extreme, but you know what I mean, right? Like she talks to others, argue with others because she thinks like her point of view is the best or something. This kind of type.
揉めるってのは本音で話せてる証拠。あんたたちだって好きだからきついこと言うんでしょ？
Okay, or that. Never mind. Scrap this. Scrap my thoughts.
なのかな。ま、小春がそう言うなら。
それよりもこっちの資金難の方を心配して。そろそろバイト始めないとやばいかも。
Okay.
貸すよ。足りなかったら別に返すのはいつでもいいし。
そういうブルジョワなこと言わないで。さあ、ホームルーム始まるよ。教室戻ろう。
IO episode 2 just rendered, by the way. Are you watching IO? Let me know in the comments.
はーい、委員長殿。
前期のね。
Class rep. So Goharu is actually a class rep. I thought like she's going to be a class rep or something. Okay, never mind then. That was only... Oh, never mind. She's not anymore. Okay. She's like Haruki, like... Really, like... Haruki also used to be a class rep and then he's not. Oh, Takahiro! Hey! Wow, nice! I forgot that he went to the school. I forgot about this. Nice. Okay.
遅刻はそっちでしょ。委員長のくせ
And he's a class rep. Really, he's a class rep. Also, hearing Ogiso to Takahiro feels so weird now, but it's normal at the same time because that's his surname.
後期が荒れちゃね。
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting that they briefly showed that. A little bit of world building, I guess. Chiaki?
眩しい。
もうとっくに夜が明けてるからな。
そういえば今何時？
Being suspicious, I decided to pop into the Ogishima laboratory before classes started and found the source of my suspicion wrapped up in the sleeping bag again. So, okay, this is the second time. Let me get this straight. You do not have any apartment around? You just sleep in the laboratory in the sleeping bag? So, you don't have to pay for rent? That's smart.
8時40分。
Still, I will consider it an improvement that she asked for the time rather than the day after waking up like last week.
ちょっとまだ一コマ目も始まってないじゃん。
So I can skip them.
もう少しゆっくり寝かせといてよ。まだ
Oh my god.
の酒抜けてないのに。
Sketch it. It would be all too pathetic if I were to be satisfied with such a tiny level of improvement. Somehow, I can see if like Chiaki would end up together with Haruki. Somehow that would work. They're so different personalities that I think like they would work actually together. They basically can like keep like each other in check. I have a feeling like they would work together.
ツッコミどころが多すぎてまともに反論する気も起きないが、あえて一つ。レポートも書かない奴が学校に泊まり込むな。
Campus overnight, okay. Too pathetic for my future self anyway. Izumi slowly crawls out of the sleeping bags and gets up and fixes her hair while letting out a huge
早
yawn.
く起きろ。先輩たちが来る前に片付けて出てけよ。
女の寝姿を目の当たりにしたんだからさ、もう少し照れが入ってもいいんじゃない？
Wow.
俺にそういう態度をとってほしいなら、もう少し色気のある仕草とか表情とか喋り方とか。
何？春樹ってばそういう思いっきり女の子っぽい女の子が趣味なわけ？
そんな話はどうでもいいだろ。
ああ、自分から振っておいて逃げてる。一つ突っ込むと10個言い返されるからやめとくね。
Okay.
自分だけ留飲を下げておきながら、俺の反撃を封じるな。汚いぞ。
で、春樹はどうしてわざわざ朝早くからそんな色気のない女に会いに来たわけ？
Wouldn't say unappealing?
朝出ないと大学いないじゃないかお前。
It annoys me to give Izumi the impression that I've come just to see her, but given that it's the truth this one time, I'm incapable of coming up with the excuse. Okay, Haruki, okay.
とうとう私に本気になった？
Oh wow, she's teasing him so much.
色気がない、色気がないって言ってたのは本当の気持ちを隠すための照れ隠し？
Wow.
ああ、本気だとも。
おお、
Oh wow. What is this conversation?
未提出のレポートの締め切り、教授に頼み込んで冬休み前まで伸ばしてもらったから。
Oh, okay.
何でも完成させてもらうぞ。
Okay. She really shouldn't be putting all her thoughts on her face. She is so easy to read.
どうやら泉の教育係らしいからな。俺は
Okay.
任命されたからには全力で当たる所存だ。今後ともよろしく。
Appointed role, of course.
あれ本気だったの教授？
らしい。
Perhaps it's better to say that a lot of what intentionally came out as a merely a joke from him ended up coming true after all. After all, from the look of her current attendance rate, assignment submission rate, and exam results, Izumi isn't too far from being expelled. Okay. This is pretty bad, yeah. When I happened to drop by and express my worry for her, the professor must have thought of me as her last hope.
ちょっと春樹、なんでそんな勝手な約束取り付けてくるのよ。
So I like that. Haruki calling her by surname, but he have like no problems taking like Haruki to face. Basically from her, like she's like an extremely friendly perspective to him. Probably Haruki like didn't like that, like didn't wanted that because like in general people don't want to be called by the first name in school and stuff. They're not close or friends and etc. But yeah, she probably been so oblivious and like so persistent about this that he just gave up. Probably. And as expected, Izumi is venting her anger at me in response to the unreasonable task she will have to carry out.
レポートとか課題の未提出なんて気づかれなければどうってことないじゃん。
Is it though?
あるわい。
Yeah. And stuff for her expressively unreasonable comments as
そも
well.
そも絶対気づかれてるから。ちゃんとチェックされてるから。
いざとなったら手伝ってくれるんだよね、春樹。
まあ少しくらいなら。教
Okay.
授にも頼まれたし。
よし、じゃあ担当分け。テーマ選定と資料集めとレポート
You are the one that's supposed to learn.
その他全部が私ってことで。
You will be in charge of choosing topic, gathering information, writing the paper. I will deal with. I love her.
それ全工程だから。何一つ自分でやるつもりないのかよお前は。
見守ってあげる。そばにいてあげる。あ、午前中とか深夜とか空いてる時間だけ。
Wow.
そっちが俺の立ち位置だろ。
And then from the available times she's given me, how many hours a day is she even awake?
そもそも
I don't know.
泉が大学にいるの寝てるか飯食ってる時しか見たことないぞ。
だってさ、私がここ来るのは本能に根ざした欲求に勝てなくなった時だけだし。
Okay.
大学来てない時。
What do you mean? Yeah, it sounds like you are always in the university, but Let's not think about any other desires of hers aside from sleeping and eating. Yeah, like, she's kinda a mystery to me. Like, to be honest, I have, like, no, like, thoughts about her. Like, she's cool, I like her. In general, like, from just, you know, from the interactions with her, but I can't tell anything about her, really.
そりゃまあ遊んだり
Like, what might be her fun, like,
大声で
that what she likes to do, like, hobbies, something. I don't know. Okay.
一つ一つの行動が全然脈絡ないじゃないか。あと、こっちの質問に対して疑問形で答えてるぞ。そういう日本語の使い方をするな。
Yeah.
言葉の使い方なんて時代で変わっていくんだから、ずっと古い用法にこだわって文句ばっか垂れ流すのも痛いと思うんだな、私は。
Huh.
もういい。なんとでも言え。とにかく泉のレポート提出期限は今月中。クリスマスも正月も返上したくなかったらなんとかしろ。
This kinda hits for Haruki, right? Every single time didn't post outdated rules are the weird ones if you ask me. Haruki is all about rules. Like, it kinda like feels like it's about Haruki. I mean, she didn't mean it about Haruki, but like this sentence kinda fits Haruki.
逃げたね。
なんとでも言えと言ったはずだ。
Her impeccable talent of splitting her hairs make even someone like me not to want to argue with
と
her.
いうわけで、これから毎週水曜はゼミの後、夕方から開けとけよ。
それはつまり、私にゼミに
所属してんだから来てと。
Wow.
しかも夜の研究室で春樹と二人きり、それはまずいんじゃない？
Oh wow. Wow, she's trying that strat. Okay.
大丈夫。夜なら先輩たちもいる。
Wow.
私人がたくさんいると集
Of course, you have so many. So many distractions.
なんて身勝手な。お前、人生もうちょっと真面目に。
一番の新入りのくせに態度でかいこと。
For a newcomer.
出ないとずっとパシリ扱いするやつがいるか
I
ら。
mean, yeah, he transferred during the year. She probably is here from the start. Okay.
仕方ない。特別に面倒を見させてあげよう。あんたも理解のある仲間を持って幸せ者だね、春樹。
Thanks. This woman. If it wasn't me dealing with her, I imagine she would be violated by now. Jesus. My god, was Izumi always like this though? Interesting question. So, oh, backstory. Okay, okay, backstory.
展望？何？じゃああんたここでは1年生？
Okay, she's been more serious back then. I mean, they didn't know each other, so yeah, meeting someone for the first time.
そっか。それじゃあ歓迎会やらないとね。遠慮しないの。今日から仲間でしょ。
Okay.
というわけだからビール買ってきて、新入り。
Buy some beer with you, new guy, okay. I should have some rotten luck to have coincidentally sat next to this woman when I went into the first lecture hall of my specialized course. I guess it's rare to see someone transferring from public policy to literature, but within a single day, I was dragged to canned beer welcome party, and after party at the cafeteria, and then after party at the bar. Jesus. Wasting all of my hard-earned money for my part-time jobs. Then again, thanks to those sponges of hers, I was able to remember the faces of everyone within my year in a mere week. And I ended up being the person everyone relied on when they needed help, much like how I was back in the high school.
おー、書き込みすごいね。じゃあちょっとこのノート借りるよ、北原。
Okay, so as expected, she was calling him by pseudonym in the beginning, so when did that change?
何？小木島ゼミ行く にあそこ課題多いって話
She
だから
feels a little bit more serious back in the day.
仕方ないな。私が落第しないようにちゃんとフォローしてよ。
Meow then what? Okay. Wow. So this is literally happening right now. Take care of me so I won't fail. Okay. An attractive looking face along with a well-proportioned body. Indeed. And a slightly listless voice that pleasantly tickles one ear. It was the first time I ever met a woman whom I felt no sense of femininity from, despite her appearing very much like one. I have choices? Wait, I don't have... Why is this not... Okay, first I'm having choices in the game. I mean, I knew that they are coming, but... This feels weird? Where's the save? Here. What? Okay, this is probably behind spoiler tags, so don't spoiler me. But I'm very curious why I cannot pick this. I don't remember doing any choices in the game yet. Why I cannot click this? I'm not very good at dealing with her. It feels nice being with her somehow. I would pick second anyway, because it does feel being nice with her. She's cool, I like her, so I would pick 2 anyway. But why you cannot pick this at all? Why it's blocked? Huh. Very curious and interesting. Why do we even being shown 2 options if we cannot deal with the one? Anyway.
何笑ってるの？そんなに
and he
私と一緒にいられ
smiled
るのが嬉しい？
under memory.
まさか
That's a lovely smile. We didn't have this CG before. With her eyes like half closed with a smile. I don't think we had this face before. This is actually lovely. Yeah, it does make me happy. But if I said that, people would probably give me a funny look, and Izumi would likely accept me with open arms too. All pain and no gain, so there's no way I would say that. Even so, just being friends with her does feel nice. I'm grateful to have someone whose business I can butt into without fear of reservations like
た
this.
だまあ少しでも泉がやる気になってくれたならそっちは嬉しくないこともないような気がする。
Like, if we can actually, like, you know, if Haruki can, like, potentially be with Chiaki, who knows, maybe he can. I wonder, like, how it will, like in general, having some girlfriend, like in Haruki, like Haruki having like any girlfriend, basically, not her, just like any other than Setsuna. I wonder if he can actually do it, to be honest. Like, I have a feeling like Haruki guilt to himself about Kazusa and Setsuna would go in the way a lot. Like, I think that at some point, if he would like have like another girlfriend, and he would like think about having another girlfriend, he will start thinking like, oh no, I'm betraying Setsuna again. I'm once again with someone else instead of her. Even though they are not dating anymore, he will just try and to like, you know, add amount of like guilt onto himself. I have a feeling like he's just going to just add amounts of guilt to himself, and this is going to be fucked up. Can't they just be happy for once? God damn it. To boost motivation is something that I will be happy about the appeal. Okay.
持って回りすぎだよ春樹。
Maybe I really am trying to run away. Since I can't face ghosts straight on anymore, maybe I'm just placing someone who's only technically a female human being. Wow. By my side to help me retain my balance as a guy. Regardless, just the fact that I'm able to have such rude thoughts about her already makes this friend of mine, Izumi Chaki, irreplaceable. Yeah.
こっちに来て初めて俺に声をかけてくれた恩人だからな。
Nice.
泉は。
春樹。
Cool. She gets too close at times, but she never goes too far. She knows where to draw the line when dealing with others. And the gratitude she reserves from others all conveniently goes in one ear and out the other. Those shortcomings of hers let me forget the burdens I carry and provide me with some sort of comfort. This is exactly the kind of feeling I seek of the opposite sex right now. This is why I can stay as just friends with this girl.
それじゃ毎週水曜ね。夕方から開けといてよ。
ああ、任せって。
あんたの体とあんたの頭とそれからあんたの部屋の鍵よね。
Wait. What? I will be taking over your evenings? Wait. That's weird phrasing. Like, leave it to me? Yeah, like... Huh? That was supposed to be the other way around. That was your body, your brain, and of course the spare key. Wait, you want my spare key to my apartment? Wait, hold on a second. Calm down.
マンションの場所なら大丈夫。ちゃんと覚えてるから。
Okay, sure. Yeah. I showed some rotten luck that coincidentally sat next to this woman in my first lecture. I guess she must have found the public policy students transferring to the literature department to be interesting. Considering she dragged me to a canned beer welcoming party, an after party at the cafeteria, and the after party at the bar. And even after she was drunk, she barged into my apartment without a moment's hesitation. Thus began the after party. Jesus. I recall that being quite a pain to clean up afterwards.
大丈夫。
Wow.
約束するから。
何を？
何もしないから。少なくとも。
Oh, wow. Wow, she's teasing him so much. Wow. Well, on the other hand, we don't have to cook any burgers with her because she has 2 burgers. Correction, I can't stand this girl. I like the jacket. Okay, this is the first time we see her in the jacket, I think.
まあね。
へえ。
Today's seminars are over, and the LAN up into the playground for the 4th years and graduates. Just as we were finally able to use the facility for its intended purpose, we could only hurry home and leave the university behind us. Something's wrong. There's definitely something wrong here. Yeah, you are leaving school with the girl
北陸地方の。
that you are not used to for a while. Right, having the folk tales of the... Okay.
そりゃまたえらくマニアックな題材だな。資料とか揃うか？
大学に入る前に一度詳しく調べたことあるから、その時の資料を丸写しすればなんとか。
Okay, this is smart, but Haruki is not going to agree on this.
昔は勤勉だったんだ。
I don't think like he's just going to let you copy your previous work. But right now, maintaining this failure of the students' motivation is my highest priority. Letting her use my room, bringing a girl to my apartment, spending several hours alone with just the 2 of us. Yeah, that sounds like something you used to do a lot, but not anymore. If this were someone else, no, something like this would have made even my heart dance a few years ago. But now I see this as nothing more than an obligation.
それにしても。
Yeah, you're pretty broken after a set now.
出身なのか？富山？石川？
東京生まれの東京育ちだけど。
Okay.
いや、なんでって。
Should I joke about how her motivation always seems to be in the wrong place, or respect her ability to calmly do these things? I've never ever thought of.
普通地元の人間でもないやつが学園時代にそんなこと調べるか？
Okay. Maybe she's like naturally curious about stuff.
泉
As I pose my rather simple question, she stares at me as if trying to steal a peek into my heart again.
春樹はさ、真面目で勤勉かもしれないけど、無駄な努力をするゆとりがないよね。
Ah! Good point. It doesn't quite feel like I'm being made fun of, but I can't help but feel a little bit hurt when her size seems full of pity. Yeah, you never like actually did something like just like is useless just for fun.
どうせ今日の夕ご飯もさ、
That's a good
ミ
point.
ニ弁当か外食で済ませようとか考えてたでしょ。せっかく2人で食べるのにさ。
Okay.
いやちょっと待てお前晩飯まで俺に作らせるつもりだったのか？
ほらね、そういう一切の無駄を省いた非人間的な生活サイクルが。
それってゆとりとか余裕とか無駄を楽しむとか以前に俺が泉に貢ぎっぱなしなのでは？
なんて言うんだろう、男としての器小さくない？あ
Wow.
あ、私を失望させてほしくないよね、春樹。
お前のことお腹を痛めて産んだ記憶もないのになんでここまでパラサイトされなくちゃ。
Okay, there's the Koharu? Yeah. Just as Izumi almost artistic ability to divert the topic in ridiculous directions was starting to make my heart feel at ease. I spot a girl in the familiar uniform who seems to be waiting for someone near the front gate, for us probably. You're going to talk about Yada again? She ambushed me in exactly the same manner last week and set my emotions spinning promptly after.
春樹の彼女？
Nah.
待てなんてこと言うんだ。あの制服付属のだぞ。
春樹の訳あり女？
Wow. I like Shaki. Oh my god. She's like Takeya, but like... Oh my god.
人の言いたいことをきちんと理解してくれ。
Izumi, who keenly noticed that this girl's eyes gaze at me, throws all kind of weird questions my way in the attempt to make me slip up. This is just an act, right? She can't seriously believe that I would go after someone outside my age group like that, right?
何なの？彼女に見つかると何かやばいの？
I was getting seen by her about thing.
実は彼女の友達にちょっと悪いことして、それで彼女を怒らせ。
Yeah, pretty much.
なん
彼女の友達って同級生なんでしょ？
Wow, she's so good at this. Wow. She's figuring stuff out really quickly.
待て。
Wow.
悪さと悪いことの間には
But the phrasing.
栄養のない深い解釈の溝があること知っててわざと誤解したんだ
Yeah, got into mess and messing around with difference.
なるほどね。
Okay, got explained. I'm trying to clear up the situation that girl's Sugiura Koharu's case doesn't even budge an inch. However, she doesn't seem to be approaching me like the last time.
届かない思いに伝わらない言葉に、そして分かってくれない大人。よ、色男、年下殺し、犯罪者。
Oh wow.
あれ
Which is probably because I have someone beside me who looks somewhat pretty deep from a distance, and whose true nature can be judged from her looks alone. Even so, she's wearing the same unchanged look as she did the last time. I doubt she will just let us go if we try to leave through the front gate.
泉ちょっとコンビニででも時間潰してて
どうすんの？
話してくるすぐに終わるから。
I take a deep breath, and then try to lighten up my heavy, sinking feelings as I take a dignified step towards her.
まあまあ、待ちなさいって。
Okay, what do you want? Why are you holding me?
腹へ
It's Suddenly I feel strong pressure on my neck from my collar and back out for a second. Okay.
ねえ春樹、ここは一つ私に任せてみない？
You're gonna talk to Koharu. Even though you don't, I mean, we just explained to you what happened, what? Interesting offer?
お断りだ。
Yeah, why would you? What the hell was that? Were you trying to kill me just now? Yeah, right, she's probably just laughed off the line like that, so I might as well save my breath.
理由はどうあれ。というか、これは間違いなく俺の責任だ。
Yeah, this is just like Haruki. And actually, this is very normal response.
言われるか。
Yeah, like, you should deal with this problem, yeah. Just don't let, like, why?
向こうだって部外者なんでしょ？
Okay, Chucky, you got me here. This is actually a good point. Okay. You got a good point, actually. Yeah, she's not really involved in this. Like, it's a matter between Haruki and Yada, and Koharu just talk in her name. So, in theory, you can talk in my name, so we can have, like, third person talking.
なら私が出たところで部外者同士
Yeah.
文句を言われる筋合いはないんじゃない？
Okay, you actually have a point. Didn't thought about that. I'm kinda dumbfounded like Haruki right now.
おや、それ。
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure that bringing up sound argument like that will only end up fanning the flames of her antagonism. After all, I'm sure it would annoy me if I were in her position.
それに女の子同士の方が話が通じやすいと思うよ。どうせ春樹すっごくお堅い言葉で突っぱねてますます相手
Pretty much what happened, yeah.
見てたのかよ、先週。
ね。ここは私に任せて。
It seems that Izumi not wasting her time on snapping one-liners and is getting straight to the point. But simply it appears she's serious about wanting to go have a talk with her.
春樹、私以外の女の子と話すの苦手でしょ？任せて。見事一宿一般の恩義に応えてみせるよ。
This is full compensation for the night's stay, okay.
俺、飯食わせるとも止めるとも言ってないんだけど。
Well, you have no choice apparently.
さあさあ、春樹はスーパーで夕飯の買い出しでもしてきて。
泉。
There's no way it would go that smoothly. Leaving it to someone like you would only make matters worse. Even though, well, that just make it seems like I'm running away. Sometimes running away is good. Sometimes you just have to.
融通が効かなくて、自説曲げなくて、説得するの大変だと思う。
Yeah, it's Mini Haruki, yeah. But she's good at dealing with Haruki. Yeah, Chucky is good at dealing with Haruki, so she can deal with Koharu pretty easily, probably. And yet, I hold back any real words of refusal in my mind. Only offer her some advice that would help her to ease the order out.
大丈夫大丈夫だって。私そういう気難しい人間の。
Yeah, I can see that. That said, I imagine that Izumi already caught up on the fact that I want to take a step back and walk away from this. For someone who already knows me so well, despite being acquainted with me for only half a year, I admittedly really treasure her friendship. Putting aside that last and slightly ambiguous beats that she murmured in a way. Okay.
お待たせ。
Okay, so she talks to her. Okay.
どうだった？彼女怒ってただろ？
Let me guess. No. It's been half an hour since we parted at the gate. Izumi appeared before me, smiling as if nothing had happened, and took a peek inside my shopping bag despite my visibly restless expression.
いい子じゃん。すごく物分かり良かったよ。
Yeah. See, Haruki, you just have no idea how to deal with, like, your miniature self. Even her tone, no different from usual. One that's clearly different from the tone I had following the stress and fatigue I felt after talking to that girl.
春樹の態度についても納得してたみたいだし、もう二度と来ないんじゃないかな。
一体どうやって説得した？
別に普通に話しただけだけど。
Yeah.
そうなのか。
The problem with Haruki is like he can't have normal conversation about love anymore. And feelings in general. That's why he pissed her off before. I thought I also had a number conversation with her back then though. Was that the fact that they are both girls really the key after all? Just as Izumi had said? Or perhaps it was easier to talk to a cool-headed third party over the guy who can't help letting his emotions get to him. Yep, that. Or perhaps casual people like Izumi happen to be the best at dealing with someone as uncompromising as that girl. That too.
さて、少し遅れちゃったけど夕飯にしよっか。で、今日は何をご馳走してくれるのかな？
So wait. So we are going to... If I understand this correctly, like... Okay, because the evenings are for the teaching. Okay, so... She's going to get on like Wednesdays, I think it was the Wednesday, after seminars, he said. So... They're going to Haruki house every Wednesday basically to learn. Like Haruki teaching her. So she not fail seminars and stuff. And then you will write the paper. Okay. That's a lot of that's a lot left unexplained, but Izumi does look proud of the job. Well done, that's for sure. Also, if Setsuna is going to find that they're going together to Haruki house, wow, Setsuna going to have like so many things in her mind. We remember how she reacted when she saw a girl being like attached to Haruki's arm in the digital novel. Go into the step more with this. Also, yeah, it was never said apparently if the girl that was like hanging to Haruki's arm in the novel was Chiaki, but we can assume it was. I mean, they are close friends here, and she's obviously have no problem of clinging to him. And they were going for a drink back then too, so that would fit what they said before, like with the party drinking and stuff.
いや、カレーにしようかと。それなら作れるし。
Not to mention, she's also lifted of the huge burden that's been waiting on my heart.
さすがは親友。しょっぱなから私の好物引き当てたね。
そもそも泉に苦手があることを想定してないから。
Okay. She's never been a picky eater, the cafeteria eater. I thought that's even more apparent whenever I'm the one paying.
じゃあ行こうか。確か春樹のマンション西口の方だよね。
その泉、悪かったな。嫌なプライベートに付き合わせて。
いいってば。春樹、私だから任せて。
そうなのかな。
Sure. That's how it ended up, that's for sure. But now that I think about it, the description of an odd person who willingly tries to get involved with other issues like a weirdo appears to be valid for all parties involved today.
そんなことよりも早く帰ろう。私もカレー手伝うから。せかしたり味見したりおかわりしたり。
Okay.
もうちょっと手伝うという言葉にふさわしい行動をとってくれ。
Despite everything, the steps I'm taking today feels much lighter than the last week as I begin my short walk back to my apartment. She may actually fix your depression! Best character in the game! Maybe she's a cure for your depression. And is me walking by my side as if it's the most natural thing in the world. Yeah. Also, Setsuna used to do the same thing, right? Like not caring about anything, just being next to Haruki. She gives vibes of like early Setsuna, you know, being together with Haruki as dating, basically. Like everyone was like watching, like Haruki being like frustrated and stuff, but Setsuna was like, yeah, like sure, I will just talk to him, call him by name and stuff. Doesn't bother me. It kind of feels a little bit like that.
ならそのイメージを保つために協力しろ。要するに 散らかすな。
Is she going to try and find doujins like behind his bed or something? I bet she's going to search for doujins or something. On top of that, I'm now slaving away at those potatoes, carrots and onions and putting them in the pot to cook for the surprise guest of mine.
掃除も行き届いてるし、これじゃあ長い髪の毛とか見つかんないかな。
お願いだから想像した通りのリアクションをするのはやめてくれ。
Oh, I just realized he have guitar. He still have guitar here. I didn't realize that before. Sorry about that. Yeah, he still... I wonder if he's still using this guitar. If he played at all in the past 3 years. He never played on the guitar in the digital novels, in that time skip, but it was mostly about Setsuna and Kazusa, so... Not from Haruki perspective, so we don't know. I wonder if he played. Or he's just like Setsuna, idol who forgot how to sing, and his guitar Hukun who forgot how to play. Come to think of it, when was the last time I had a girl over? To begin with, the only woman who ever been in here are Io, this woman in front of me, and that makes 3 in total. Okay. So yeah, and there was supposed to be Kazusa, right?
あ、アルバム見せて、アルバム。どこにしまってあるかな。
Photo albums, okay.
そういう恥かきアイテムは全部実家に隠匿。
Needless to say, my mother who live a mere 10 minutes away isn't included in the aforementioned 3.
つまんない。
Yeah.
安心しろ。夕食が終わったらもっとつまらない時間の幕開けって、いきなり寝るな。暇なら手伝うよ。
でもさ、人の家のキッチンって使いにくくない？
人の家のベッドも
Using someone else's beds too. Yeah.
欲しいものだけどな。
ああ、そっちは平気。
Uh,
私枕変わっても全然気にならないんだよね。
I like her so much. Considering how comfortable she looked sleeping on the cold floor in the lab, a pillow alone shouldn't make much of a
前
difference.
から言いたかったんだけどな、泉。
うん？
お前、生活能力ないだろ。
No living skills.
そうなんだよね。卒業したら誰か囲ってくれないかな。
Oh wow. Yeah, just like Karobi.
いや、あのな。
My favorite signature move, lecturing, which I haven't used in quite a while, is completely ineffective against Izumi, who seems to live out her days freely and without care. Yeah, you cannot win this Pokemon battle.
ねえねえ、ハルキ、あんた私のパトロンにならない？
It's ineffective.
将来有望だよ。
Wow.
そのお前の有望な将来ってのは、せめて大学は卒業してるんだよな。
お、ギターめっけ。
Oh yeah, she realized, okay.
自分で振った話をいきなり投げ捨てるな。
Is this happy-go-lucky woman really going to be alright? At this rate, I can see her changing her easygoing lifestyle even after graduation. Well, before all that, we should focus on whether or not she will actually graduate.
なあ、泉。
Good point.
お前、万が一大学を卒業することができたら。って人の話を。
Oh, can she play?
ねえねえ、後で弾いてみてよ。
Oh,
ギター弾いてるハルキ見てみたい。
yeah, he's going to say he's not playing anymore.
お前、何のためにここに来たのか忘れてるだろ。
ちょっとだけだって。
Playing a guitar is painful for him. It's a painful memory.
その代わり終わったら。
I'm surprised he's still keeping a guitar actually. Like at this, like if you think about this, a guitar is like a painful memory for him, like for the past when the three Setsuna and Kazusabi and him have been like together and he's been dating Setsuna. But at the same time, it's kinda giving him like memories of Kazusa, of like music, and the person that teach him how to play the guitar. So it's painful for him, and at the same time he cannot like get himself to throw it away because of Kazusa memory. I think this is that kind of item for him right now.
やめたんだ、ギター。
Yep, that's what I said.
もったいない。
別にもともと大してうまくなかったし、 だから何の未練もなかった。
そうなの？そうなんだ。
That's right, no attach at all. I might have practiced very hard, I might have been very dedicated, but I can't play anymore. Because it's not fun, because it doesn't make me happy, because I don't want to remember. You are like Kazusa from the past. She gave up on piano, piano was painful for her, she did not play piano, and she didn't enjoy it. It's just like you right now with the guitar. Because I don't want to remember, yeah, exactly. Oh no! You do not! Oh no! You have no idea! Oh Jesus!
ふりをしてるのなぜだろう。
Oh my god, you do not do this. Yeah, ouch indeed.
どうしたの、ハルキ？
I cut my finger. Rather deeply actually. Yeah, this song is banned in this room. But the word that escaped my mouth had nothing to do with that insignificant fact.
届かない恋？ほら、先週から大学の耳
Yeah, and no one knows that that's him playing the guitar there. My finger is... I wonder when this fact that Kazusa, Setsuna and Kim were like are actually the authors that made this song live. I wonder when like this is going to go out. You know? Back in the day everyone knew about this, but yeah, people changed, people graduated, and no one really remembered this anymore. So I'm very curious when the truth going out. I think I sustained the drip crimson and yet I feel no pain.
1年の冬の時に初めて聞いてさ、
Uh-huh.
一発でハマったんだよね。
そうなんだ。
Because there's another furious pain spreading through my
ボーカ
chest.
ルも曲も好きだけどさ、特に歌詞が気に入っちゃって。決してうまいわけじゃないけど、なんか来てね。
Okay, lyrics, and Haruki is the one who wrote the lyrics, unless you mean the singing voice. And yeah, that's mentioning about Setsuna.
だからフルコーラス歌えるよ、私。
Okay. I rinse my finger with the cold water, washing away the blood. Actually, her singing, her voice is cool. I like how she sang a little bit there. After licking my wounds, the taste of blood slowly spread in my mouth.
そういえば春樹って付属からの持ち上がりだったよね。
そうだけど。
Was my blood always this bitter?
じゃあさ、実はこの歌リアルタイムで。
Oh yeah, he heard this live from very close seat.
3年前の付属祭でたった一度だけ。
Yeah, once.
多分聞いてない。
Oh wow,
そう
Haruki.
なんだ。
ああ、勉強ばっかでイベントとか興味なかったし。
Oh, he have a picture. Oh.
ふん。
Yo, that's surprising. Yeah, I haven't heard about this. Meanwhile, he's playing the guitar here. They had picture. Did they actually make a picture? Did that scene was like actually written in the introduction in another chapter? I forgot, but either way, he have a picture of the three of them. The past that he wants to forget. So she's going to figure it out that something happened between the three of them. That he does not want to play the guitar and stuff. But still, I'm very surprised that he have a picture of them, of three of them. And it's so in so open space. Like Chucky found it very easy, it seems. I'm surprised he have this. I mean, this is a memory, but this is the memory he wants to forget. He have the guitar though, so yeah, I don't think you can just toss it away. Yeah, there are two most important people for him here as well, even though it's painful. Anyway, yeah, Chucky knows that he's lying now. That he wants to forget something.
あ、ちょっと待ってねちゃん。今週のビッグスピリチュアル読んでなかった。
I like the Kakiro outfit. That was actually cool. Okay.
また
Big spirituals.
もうお父さんたちきっとついちゃってるよ。
Oh no, oh no, Seth's not going to see Chiaki leaving Haruki apartment. Oh no.
いいじゃん
This is probably even worse than seeing them going in together.
だからさ、5分。
もう
姉ちゃんもほら、なんか読んでなよ。別冊リリアンの今月号出て。
大学入ってから読んでないよ漫画なんて。
What a shame.
ほんと。
I really love
進学し
manga.
てから若さがなくなったよな。勉強が忙しいのか知らないけど。
Yeah, she forgot how to have fun. Even the singing that was like the most fun for her is not fun anymore.
高弘はまだまだ若さを保てそうでよかったね。推薦落ちた。
しかもデリカシーもないなんて。そんなんで北原先輩に振られても知らないぞ。
Well, that already happened, but
うまくいってるよ。
no, you do not. Why you like? Why she keeps like? How is that possible that like her family is not realizing that they are not dating anymore? Why she lies to them? Like it's just because she does not want to like voice it, so it's like actually reality for her, or she have another reason to lie. Like I said, like while I was reading the digital novels before, I've been like wondering why she's been so opposed to her father. And saying everything that, you know, like, yeah, we're still together and stuff, we're adults, we can just do whatever we want at night and stuff, like, and things. Why is she so adamant about this? Like, wouldn't that be easier for herself as well, just to... maybe if she doesn't want to tell them that they're not dating, if she would just say nothing instead of, like, everything's fine? I don't know, is there like some kind of agenda that she have actually with this, or I'm just digging too much into this?
激鱗？
知らない。私に高弘って弟なんかいない。
Wow.
ああ、いや、ごめん。だってほら、大学入ってから全然うち。
もうそんな段階は過ぎたの。みんながいたら落ち着いて二人きりになれないもん。だからいつも彼の部屋で会ってるだけ。
Sure. Do you know where he lives though?
そういう生々しいこと言われても弟としてはかなり微妙なんだけ
Oh
ど。
no, what if Takahiro going to see Action Chiaki leaving out the... Oh no, what if Takahiro is going to be the one that sees Chiaki leaving the room, leaving the house,
本読んで
the apartment?
話しかけないで。
父さんと母さん待たせてるんじゃ。姉ちゃん。
Yeah, she doesn't want to meet them. Mother and father. She have a lot of issues with them recently.
どうすんだ。
Oh, she's reading.
これから家族揃って飯食うのに喧嘩はやめようね。
She's reading the thing that Haruki at his job was reading. She found the name Kazusa probably. She's reading the article about this. Okay.
姉ちゃんだってひどいこと言ったろ。
Yeah, she found out Kazusa.
小木曽家は何事においても長女優先っていううちの家訓を忘れてた俺が悪い。あ、いや、今のもネタだから。
カズさん。
Yep, Kazusa. Second place. Oh, phone call? From who? I reflexively grab my cell phone and pick at the display. Is it the name I haven't seen in a while? Oh, Setsuna is calling him. Probably going to confront about Kazusa being in the newspaper. So somehow this gave her courage to actually call him. Interesting. I didn't thought that would push her to call him.
鳴ってるよ。
I didn't thought about that would be the reason to call him. From her perspective at least. My cell phone's been ringing for a while, of course, I know that. And forget how on my hands I can't even move a single muscle in my body. All I can hear is pounding heart like raging in my ears. My forehead, back and armpits are all scorched hot. Countless beads of cold sweat burst forth in an attempt to cool them.
早く取ったら。
Oh, he actually didn't, yeah. I finally regained control of my fingers. I moved them only a few millimeters. Once again, do an awful thing to her. Yeah, he just hung
悪
up.
かったな。勉強中なのに。携
Okay.
帯の電源を落としてん
If you think about this, this is second time. Oh my god, this is just like refreshing a memory of the last chapters of the first part of the game. Remember last time when Cessna been calling at night and he did not pick up? Yeah. And now we are, well, studying, not doing anything else. But, you know, if she leaves the apartment and Setsuna see this, she might get into conclusion, oh, that's why he did not pick up. I think they're setting us up here. I think they're setting up something here.
私のせいにされても困るんだけどな。
Still, the awfulness of my action is clear enough that even this person so close to dozing off right in front of me has noticed it. And she's gone out of her way to imply just how deplorable I'm being.
もしかして私に隠したい？そのくらいのスケベ心は持ってる？
そんなんじゃ。
そんな暗い顔すんな。慰めたくなっちゃうぞ。
ごめん。
は
Okay.
留守番電話メッセージを受け取りました。ご利用ありがとうございました。
姉ちゃん姉ちゃんってばさ。
何？
ほら買ってきたぞ。買い
ありがとう。いくらだった？
3000円。
そうなんだ。はい、それじゃあこれどうしたの？お金いらないの？
こんなペライ雑誌が3000円もするかよ。300円だよ、10分の1。
Wow.
普通に払おうとすんな。
Wow. Yeah, she's out of her mind now.
どうしたんだよ姉ちゃん。さっきからな。
そんな
にすごい記事載ってたの？なあ、どれだよ。ちょっと見ていい？
ダメ。
びっくりした。
Yeah.
ダメ見ちゃダメ。だって私が最初に伝えたいのは。
Well, he works at this newspaper. He saw it already. So Setsuna doesn't know that he works at this newspaper. I feel like she knows. I was wrong. Huh.
ごめん。急に。
She's still going to see him and Chiaki.
二人ともいい加減待ちくたびれてんだろ。
She's so desperate to show him this newspaper. She's just going straight to his apartment with this newspaper. And then she will see like Jackie leaving the house, the apartment. Oh my god, this is going to be such a mess. I can already see how Setsuna just like without blinking looking at the scene and like just leaving a newspaper on the ground. She's just like let it go, like fall and then just like go back, you know? Just like being totally devastated. I can already see that.
そうだね。もう10分も遅刻して。
それじゃちょっと急ぐぞ。
今日だけは逃げないで。
Oh my god, she's so going there. It's so going to happen. Oh my god.
1件のメッセージを受け取っています。1件目。
Okay.
2月1日
So Jackie left, I think. We have time skip.
こんばんは、せつなです。忙しいところに
Okay.
電話してしまってけど、どうしても今日中にお話がしたくて。はるきくん、今週の火曜日
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
もし見てなかったら絶対に目を通してください。そしてもしよかったら連絡をください。今日なら何時でもいい。ずっと起きてるから朝方だって平気だから。
Okay, never mind. So she's not going to see Jackie leaving. Never mind. Okay. So my biggest worries are actually not there. Okay, good.
だからその本当に時間があったらね、もう声を聞かせてください。
Aww. Yeah. She cares about you. By the time I looked at my cell phone again, it was already 3 AM. I taken Izumi to the station, stopped by convenience store, came back to apartment, studied a little for tomorrow, took shower, and I finally slammed into my bed. I realized it was already this late. No, I was actually fully aware of that. I had more than enough time to listen to a simple voicemail and give her a reply the entire time. Speaking of which, before we parted ways at the station, Izumi told me to properly give the person from Ilya a call back, to which I responded with silence.
海洋グラフ
He's replaying this again. There's no assassin I would know that I figured out what she wanted to talk about just from hearing the magazine's name. Neither would she know that I work part-time job at Kyosha, not that I helped out with this week's issue. We no longer share these little things in our lives that any friend or lover should know about with each other. Okay, that makes sense, okay. They're not contacting each other, like, and stuff, yeah, sure. That's why I've put this message from Cessna 1 that I hadn't received in a while, a very long while, on repeat. Her voice, vibrant as ever, seeps into my body and sends me into daze that's both ecstatic and painful. But in corner of my mind, I'm fully aware that things can't go like this. That's why I have to respond to her request. Okay, these options are more difficult than I thought. Holy shit, what do I do? Can we actually talk with her? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just like fix issues. I will give her a call. Let's do it. Uh-huh.
刹那
Joy and ease, relief and regret strike me the moment I heard her voice. Yep. Come on, get past this. Waves of similar emotions pour over from the other side of the phone, further amplifying our complicated feelings.
久しぶり元気にしてたかな
It really has been quite a while since I last heard Sasuna saying Haruki-kun.
元気元気最近はゼミも忙しくなってきて大変だよ
うん俺もゼミだけじゃなくてバイトも掛け持ちしてるしそのだから連絡こんなに遅くなってごめん
It's like in an intoxicating melody that tingles the depths of my nose before sending a jolt through the depths of my heart whenever I hear it.
分かってるから春樹くん私なんかの何倍も
いやそんな
だから連絡くれただけで十分だよこっちこそごめんね突然電話しろだなんて厚かましいこと
That doesn't mean a moment of ecstasy, but the symptoms of withdrawal that came afterwards as well. Wow. Oh!
それでね本題なんだけど今日発売の海洋グラフに
Cessna's smiling and crying at the same time. This face conveys so many emotions. She's so happy that Haruki actually called back, and also she's in pain at the same time. Actually, she might just be happy, but it's painful for her too, because of Kazusa probably. Actually, maybe it's just happy for her. Maybe she's not in pain actually. Now I think about this, that's probably happy face. Yeah, this is definitely happy face. She's happy that Haruki called her back, she can hear his voice and talk to him. And also she's happy to see that Kazusa's doing well, and she's being mentioned. It's the first time in 3 years they heard about her. And it probably feels to her like the three of them connected again. Like Haruki calling, she could see Kazusa's name again, knowing what she's doing, basically, right? Because I didn't told them like what she's doing and stuff, but in a sense, she got in touch with Kazusa per se, right? Like she knows, hey, she was like in a competition and had second place, and I share it with Haruki, so we are all free together once again. So I think this is like one of the happiest moments for her in the past 3 years.
読んだ。変わってなかったな、トーマ。
Oh, and he calls her by surname.
だよね。
Hard not to notice.
カズサって分かったもん。いつの間にかすごい。
And she calls her by name, yeah. Also, yeah, you asked me about the... By the way, I forgot about this to talk about this like in the beginning, so if you are watching this part, then... Good. In the opening scene, you questioned if the hands in the beginning and the end of the opening are the same. And they are different. And I would assume that the first hand was Haruki and Setsuna, and the last pair was Kazusa. Why? I had only one thought about this. Like I didn't dig like into the opening or anything, but it was like first the hands that were like couldn't touch each other, right? The hand on the right had the long fingernails, right? And the one at the end of the opening didn't have long fingernails, just like normal cut down fingernails. And I would say last was Kazusa's hand, because she plays piano, she plays guitar, and having long fingernails just would be pain in the ass, so that's why I assumed the last, like the second hand was Kazusa's. That's my only thought about this. I didn't dig into this further or anything, that's my first thought. But yeah, anyway. In Europe, oh.
ちょっとネットで調べたんだけどね。世界的に有名なピアニストが何人も受賞してるんだって。カズさんのお母さんも優勝したことあるって。
Ooh.
なら今頃はお母さんにバカにされてるだろう。それで親子で大喧嘩とかしてさ。
東間陽子ってそんな感じだよね。カズさんのこと思いっきりライバル視してそう。
本当にそんな風だったらいいな。
I'm actually glad they're having this conversation. I'm so glad I called back. I'm so glad this is happening.
夢。
ピアノで独り立ちすること、母親と仲直りすること。
でももう一つの夢は。
え？
ね、乾杯しよっか。カズさんの成功を祝って。
Oh wow, setting up a meeting?
乾杯って？
春樹くん、冷蔵庫にお酒ある？なければお茶でもジュースでもいいけど。
Oh, never mind. You just want to drink over the phone. Okay, sure.
ああ、ビールなら。
私も今すぐ持ってくるから。
Wow.
準備して。
おい、セツナ。
Okay, I never thought about having toast through the phone. This is actually a unique idea. I never thought about that.
用意できた。
俺は部屋に冷蔵庫あるし、それより息整えろよ。
ごめん、ちょっと待ってて。
Where the hell did you run? I mean, I know this is like downstairs or something, but on the other side I can hear Cessna frantic, joyous and excited breathing. How far would I need to delve into my memories to remember the last time she sounded this lively, I wonder?
それじゃあ開けるから。
The sound of the carbonized fizz reverberates through my room. I catch the sound of the cork popping through the receiver.
そっちワインか。
お歳暮でもらったものなんだけどね。
Wow, okay.
お父さん焼酎糖だからきっと大丈夫。
なんだかな。
The image of Cessna sticking out her tongue in a cute manner of the other side fills my mind with a hint of awkwardness.
乾杯の温度をお願いします。
俺が？
春樹くん。
そうか。
Yeah. No, actually still was a never so slight hint of awkwardness. After all, my image of Cessna has always Being of someone a little childish, with mischievous eyes and constantly changing expressions. Each as brilliant as the
トー
sun.
マのますますの活躍と
硬い。
突然振る刹那が悪いんだよ。もういい。乾杯。
乾杯。
Jesus, they're healing! They're healing! As I lightly tap my cell phone with the beer can, I hear the sharp sound of glass ringing from the other side. The beer was cold and stimulating as I down it in the one gulp. Flying down my throat, it fills my entire chest with warmth before finally reaching my
あ
stomach.
りがとう。カズさん。
Now I hear the sound of applause for the receiver. A sincere cheer for her own friend's success. A sincere act of sharing her joy with another one of her close friends. The genuine symphony from the bottom of her heart, devoid of any mixed feelings, is one that seems ever so distant to me.
刹那。
嬉しい。すごく嬉しい。
Yeah, like I said. So these were the years of being happy. Hey, so it's now. The truth is I already knew all about this. I've known all along for the 5 days now. Oh wow. Yeah. You were not going to tell her that. But you just hide this stuff from her. When she tried to actually... When she's so happy to actually share this moment with you.
どんどん飲めちゃう。
おい、そんなにグビグビ行くなよ。
Oh, wow.
大学入って少しは強く
Yet I didn't tell anyone about it. Not even Setsuna. It had nothing to do with the company confidentiality either, especially since its news had already been published on the internet. Even though there wasn't a single reason that should have kept me from telling anyone. On the contrary, I couldn't even find myself genuinely celebrating those success like Setsuna doing right now.
大丈夫だって。ちゃんとゼミや友達の飲み会で鍛えてる。
Wow.
よく行くんだ。
いっつも最初からウーロン茶で、みんなの品種買ってるよ。
Wow.
ちっとも鍛えてないじゃない。
Yeah, pretty much.
いいじゃない春樹くん。大学に入ってから。
Happiest, I mean, yeah, like I said,
嬉しい日なんて。
this is the happiest she's been in the past 3 years. Yeah. And Haruki just realizing like, yeah, like she's been feeling so shitty this whole time. Even though Kazusa has had 2 of her wishes granted already, even though she's been doing her best out there in the place beyond my reach, worth more success than I even have imagined. Even so, I can't bring myself to feel genuinely happy for her. The reason can't be clearer to me, but it's something I can never speak of.
大好きなカズサが春樹くんの大好き
Oh, you hit him with this! Oh, you openly hit him with this! Holy shit! That was unexpected.
刹那。
Wow.
俺、
今日はもう
You can't just do this.
ごめんはなしだよ。ね。電話切るまでの約束。
Wow. She made me realize something. That each time she showed me with kindness, each time she forgives
どん
me,
なことがあっても私はカズサが好き。
it reminds me of how narrow-minded I am for continuing to run away, and just how weak I am for trying to only distance myself.
嫌われても憎まれてもやっぱり変えられない。カズさんにしたらいい迷惑かもしれないけどね。
I'm been reminded so many times this way of the fact that I have no right to stay by Setsuna's side.
ことがあっても私は好き。
Oh wow. And what about you, Haruki? There's Setsuna, the guy who was heartlessly betrayed 3 years ago, the guy who remained boundlessly kind to me. And then there's me, the very person who heartlessly betrayed her 3 years ago, the man who continues to brush away all her kindness. Though we are well aware that the distance between us is steadily increasing, which neither of us wants. We are incapable of showing how we treat one another, changing how we treat one another. Yeah, that's the issue, like, god fucking...
だから
Ah.
今みたいに嬉しい日くらいはずっと春樹くんとお話。
あ、
Hey, Setsuna, stop being such a good girl, stop being kind to me, stop being like this, Haruki, god damn it, it annoys me. Don't concern me any further than this, I beg you. Don't corner me, Jesus. Haruki, I swear.
それじゃあそろそろ。
Okay, there's the wine. Chateau Blanchet.
ずいぶんと長いこと話したね。
Yeah, she sounds drunk.
ああ、もう5時だ。
Five. Remember how they talked a long time last time? Wow. When they started dating, they also had this like very long conversation during night.
2時間も喋ってたんだ。明日大丈夫？
Well, he's usually
授
tired.
業あるんだよね。
俺はいつもこのくらいに。
Yeah, see?
そっちこそ大丈夫か。
明日はもともと午後からだから。
Cool.
そうか。ならよかった。
でもさ、昔はこの
Oh, I just mentioned that.
よくしてたよね。あ
Yeah.
の頃は私、本当は結構朝辛くて。
Because you will still like think about Haruki now. Yeah.
ごめんなさい。
せつな。
私、ちょっと嬉しすぎて、それに酔っちゃってて。こんなこと
And going back to her shell again.
ほら。
本当にごめん。私、
Says now you're breaking the promise. You said no apologizing during the phone call. I think that's what Haruki wants to say.
お互いごめんはなしなんだ。
Yep.
自分で約束破ってどうすんだよ。だから気にするな。今日は俺も気にしないし、逆に今までのこと。
春樹くん。
おやすみ、せつな。楽しかったし。
Oh wow.
それだけは。
I had fun.
嘘じゃない。
春樹くん。おやすみ。
おやすみ。
I'm so glad they had this conversation.
叱ってくれた。
Aww. This is what you wanted. You wanted to be scolded.
カズさん。
It finally happened. And it's because of Kazusa. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if this is good direction, but it's a direction.
ごめん。私、
Yep.
また
Yep.
あなたを利用しちゃ
Yep. 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 Oh, wow. What an episode. And it's a long episode as hell. And why is Haruki surprised at his work? I don't know, but we just skipped the whole day again. So we'll see in the next episode why he's so surprised. About what. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Comments are yours. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more. Check my Discord and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and from Pocket Watch, it's going out.